Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Rainbow Tarot UK here. Thanks for joining me. If you are new, then a lovely warm welcome. It's so lovely to have you here joining me and having a pick card reading with my channel. Thanks for choosing Rainbow Tarot UK. And if you are a returning viewer, then a lovely warm hug. Thanks so much again for coming back to the channel and having a reading with me. But today's reading is, it's a no contact situation, no contact separation. What are your person's recent thoughts and feelings? And do they want to reach out, maybe reconcile? So we'll have a look at that. So we've got our three piles to choose from. We have pile number one, which is the High Priestess. There we go. And then there is the White Howlite to go with that. Okay, then we've got pile number two, which is the Wheel of Fortune. You can see that there. There we go. And that's with the Lapis Lazuli stone here, or cube. And then we have pile number three, which is the Temperance card. So again, all these, I think I had it in another reading before, all the three piles are major arcana actually. Which is interesting. So this must be all very major situations here. And also we've got the red Jasper there as well. So those are your three piles to choose from. Go for the one that feels right. And if you feel like you are drawn to more than one pile, then of course you can listen to as many piles as you like. So, you know, just go for whatever feels right. But otherwise, I'll see you really soon in your reading. Bye for now. Hi pile number one, welcome back to your reading. So today we are doing a no contact or in separation situation, and we're looking at what is your person's recent thoughts and feelings about you, about the connection, and you know, do they want to reach out, maybe reconcile? If that shows up in the pile or in the reading, we'll have a look at that. But you chose to come into the reading under the High Priestess here, and the White Howlite. Okay, so let's put our White Howlite here so we can see it, and we'll put our High Priestess card there. So someone's really looking for answers in this situation. Insight, you know, awareness, understanding. That could be you, that could be them. There's a lot of reflection, a lot of going inwards. Yeah, to try and seek wisdom, to try and seek knowledge, to try and seek understanding and insight into this situation. With the High Priestess here, gain insight, gain wisdom about maybe what went down or what happened or why you split up or something like that, or why you're in this situation. So there's a lot of reflection going on, either with you or with them or with both of you. And I feel like this is definitely some sort of no contact rather than in separation, because in separation you can still be in contact when you're in separation. But with the High Priestess card, I feel for many of you this maybe is a kind of complete no contact scenario here. It doesn't have to be, but I would say with the High Priestess being the main card, it's, you know, she's a card of secrecy really, of hidden things that are hidden. Okay, so let's get some more oracle cards out. Let's come back into focus, I hope. Yes, no. Anyway, I'm sure it will in a minute. How are you all doing? Is everyone doing well? I hope so. Just reminding you that today is a general reading as always. So please just take whatever messages that, you know, that kind of like resonate with you, and leave everything else behind. And it is, of course, timeless as well. So it's good whenever you're finding it. So let's get straight to it. So we're asking for pile number one. In this no contact situation, first of all, we're going to look at what is their person's recent thoughts about them and the connection. Now, just bear with me, pile number one. I just need to do something here. Great, that's good. I just wanted to give it a bit more space to the reading. Okay, so what is pile number one's person's recent thoughts and feelings about pile number one, please? What are their recent thoughts and feelings in this no contact situation? So we have Power, Queen of the Night, Power. And of course the High Priestess has got, you know, is a very, very, very powerful figure. And And then we've got Queen of the Night, which again sort of gives this sense of secrecy, of things being hidden, things being secret. For many of you, you might not have been in contact with this person for a long time. It might be very hidden, the situation. You might, not have had contact for ages. They say about intuition as well, something about intuition, insight. Maybe this person might be really trying to gain insight into what's gone on. Awareness. But let's get another one out. So, what is this person? What's pile number one's person's recent thoughts and feelings about pile number one and the connection? They may feel that you are very insightful, that you've got a lot of wisdom, a lot of inner knowledge. Yeah, you're very intuitive. Restore. Again, we've got the moon here. Restore. Okay. Let's get out the tarot. What is pile number one's person's recent thoughts and feelings about pile number one? Again, the moon. Goodness me, this situation is so... Ooh, there might be a lot of anxiety in this situation, a lot of confusion, a lot of things that are... Yeah, you might be really, really, really hidden from each other with the moon here. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, again a card of independence. Death. Page of Swords. This person's recent thoughts and feelings. They might be thinking that you are really keeping yourself hidden from them, or you've really cut off from them, or you are very inaccessible somehow. And there's a lot of anxiety, I think, as well for them. Yeah, a lot of anxiety, a lot of uncertainty, confusion, lack of clarity. Everything is hidden, everything is unknown. There's a lot of unknowns for this person in this situation. That's what they're thinking and feeling. Let me get my... Hopefully this will come back. Yeah, there's a lot of kind of unknowns. They just don't know what's going on, because we've got the moon here, we've got the moon in the restore picture, we've got the Queen of the Night, the High Priestess. It's all secret and hidden. So this person is feeling that the situation is very inaccessible. It's confusing for them. It's creating a lot of anxiety. They don't know what's going on. They don't know how it's gonna, what's gonna happen. But I think with the Death card and the Restore here, they are thinking and feeling around the possibility of maybe restoring the connection or healing the connection in some way. Death is about transforming, isn't it? So something's ended, but also when it ends, there's a possibility of transformation. So I feel like this person is thinking and feeling maybe there's transformation. They're very curious with the Page of Swords. They want to know. With all these unknowns, I feel like this person wants access. They want to know what's going on in your life. They want to know what you're doing. They may be trying to see what you're doing through your social media contacts. If they, if it's a no. I definitely feel this is definitely like a no contact here, for sure. And you might, rather than, like I said before, rather than separation, where you might have a little bit of contact. This is definitely a no contact, and it could have been a no contact for a long time. And this person is so curious. They've got a lot of curiosity about you with the Page of Swords here. They want to know more. They want information. The Two of Wands, again, is a card maybe of inaction. But it's also a card of preparation. So within that inaction, there's some sort of preparation going on with the Two of Wands. But it might be as well, this person is thinking there's choices. So this situation could go one way or it could go the other. So it could be restored or it could be lost forever. But I think this person is just, wanting more information with the Page of Swords here. They're wanting more access. I think that's what they're thinking and feeling. They're wanting more access, more information, for sure. And it could also be that they think that you want more access, that you're looking for more access to them, more access to the situation. There's a lot of cards of, you know, being distant and independent here. Yeah, a lot of unknowns. This person's feeling there's a lot of unknowns in this situation. But there's something as well about them thinking and feeling that they want possibility, or they're possibly considering or feeling that there's maybe a chance for restoration in this situation, or for healing in this situation. But it's kind of very inaccessible at the moment, for sure. So what have we got? So we've got Pisces, we've got Virgo, we've got Scorpio, we've got Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Oh, I didn't look at the bottom of the deck. I knew there was someone missing. Let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the Two of Swords. I knew there was something missing in my reading there. The Two of Swords, you know, like, again, unseen things. This person does not know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. They're really in the dark here. They really feel like they're in the dark in this situation, that they are, things are hidden. Maybe things are hidden from them, that you're really maybe keeping yourself private from them. And there's a sense of stuckness to it. So I feel like if you're not with them, they're still thinking about you. There's still a lot of, maybe, and also just a lot of reflection, trying to find answers. I think I said that at the beginning, trying to find answers amidst this very uncertain situation, or trying to figure out maybe why it happened, what happened between you, and just feeling stuck, really. But there's something about them also contemplating restoration and somehow transforming the situation. They may be thinking that you're doing okay with the Nine of Pentacles here. On one level, they may be thinking and feeling that they're coping in terms of just getting on with their day-to-day life. But the Nine of Pentacles always has that feeling of something being lacking in terms of your emotional life. So although they may be looking on the surface as if they're coping and they're getting on with things, they feel a sense of lack emotionally. And there's all this uncertainty still. Unresolved feelings, I think. Unresolved feelings. They may push their feelings down a lot as well. You know, on the surface, it might, like I say, it might look like they're doing okay, and they may repress what's really going on for them. Because this is a lot of repression as well with the moon. And the High Priestess, things are kind of hidden. So maybe they hide their feelings about this situation on a day-to-day level. And they look like they're okay, possibly. But there is a lot going on under the surface, I think, with them. Of uncertainty, confusion, curiosity about you. And also, you know, thoughts, you know, about possibility of, you know, could you salvage the situation? Something like that. Okay, so let's now look at, you know, do they want to reach out? Do they want to reconcile? Let's have a look. So does pile number one's person want to reach out? Because they sort of kind of like are, maybe, you know, they have thoughts and feelings possibly about that, but it's, do they actually want to do it? Do they want to reach out, excuse me, towards pile number one? Do they want to reach out, reconcile towards pile number one? What have we got? Do not be frustrated, let go and feel peaceful. Okay, let's get out another one. Do they want to reach out? Duality, yeah. Yeah, they're sort of in two minds, I would say, with the duality here, and I think I touched on that here, about it. So, two sets of feelings kind of coexisting at the same time. It's like, should I reach out, or should I close it down, sort of thing. Okay. That might be why you've got the restore, and then you've got all these other cards of confusion and doubt and anxiety. Let's get out the tarot. So, Nine of Cups. Do they want to reach out and reconcile? Do they want to reach out and reconcile with pile number 1, please? Page of Pentacles. The Devil. 6 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Cups. Okay, and what have we got at the bottom? The Tower, yeah. Things are chaotic. This person thinks this situation's a bit chaotic. Look, you've got the High Priestess again. Things are chaotic. There is a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of unknowns for this person still in this connection, right? And also I feel like this person believes it's not, it wouldn't, there's no strong foundation to the connection with the Tower card here, or it has the potential to be kind of explosive, really. I think there's a lot of wishing and dreaming, right? So you've got the 9 of Pentacles here and the 7 of Cups. So I think this person spends a lot of time, and that's why they're very curious. They spend a lot of time dreaming and wishing about you, I would say, or fantasizing. I think that's probably more the point, fantasizing about you. I think they spend a lot of time wondering what if we did get back together, kind of in imagining maybe a happy time with you or a happy future with you. Okay, but it's not, it is a dream energy, if I'm honest. It feels to me like it's a dream energy, because the 7 of Cups is like pie in the sky. It's wishful thinking, really. It's not a solid energy. So I believe that this person doesn't, if I'm honest, I don't feel like this person has any real intention to reach out and reconcile, but they spend a lot of time thinking about this connection, wondering what went wrong, why did it go wrong. I feel like they have a lot of anxiety about it. They have a lot of doubt and fear about the connection. They think it might lead to disaster if they were to reach out, and it's better with the High Priestess for things to stay hidden, for you to be in separation. But they have these unresolved feelings. So that's kind of what I would say. The Devil is central, comes right under Death, because this person has a lot of doubts, has a lot of fears, doesn't trust. I don't think this person trusts the connection. I don't think they trust it will be good for them or good for you even. And it's best if it stays hidden, but they definitely have thoughts, a lot of thoughts about you. They still have feelings about you, as I've said. You remain some sort of wish or dream, but not something that they want to act on, because I think they're just too frightened. I think they're too frightened. Maybe they felt like it was a situation where they lost control, you lost control. Maybe it brought out the worst in them. Maybe they felt it brought out the worst in you. And there's a fear, if they get back with you, that could happen again, that they could be sort of chained to that, to those limiting beliefs or limiting behaviours or damaging behaviours. There's that kind of feeling. I think this person has a lot of fear, so it's better for them. And so they're always thinking about you with the duality card. They're always wondering what if. They have feelings for you, for sure. They might be very, very, very attracted to you as well. But there's something about it that's equally possibly toxic for them, or their thinking is confusing or negative, or creates a lot of anxiety and a lot of uncertainty. And so they spend a lot of time dreaming and fantasizing, but they don't want to do anything about it. And that's probably why you've got let go and feel peaceful. I suspect this relationship, might have been quite a tricky one for you and for them. And I would say this person's got a lot of unresolved feelings, and they may go about their business, or they may go about their life appearing or presenting as okay, but underneath there's a lot going on. There's a lot of turmoil, I would say, and there's a lot of turmoil as well that comes out with the thought of taking action, I would say, towards you, or making something happen, even though in their mind they sometimes think about, oh, should we get back together, whatever. They're not going to do that. I don't feel like they are actually going to do that here, because it's, like I say, it's too triggering for them. I think this connection is too triggering for them. Maybe they think it's too triggering for you, and it's too there's something about as well them either thinking they'd only be able to give, maybe them thinking they couldn't give what you need, something about that, or maybe you're not giving them what they need, right? Or that you can only give them so much, or they can only give you so much, and that's not going to be enough. If they were to come back to you, they need to be able to give you more. They might also think that they're not mature enough. They don't feel like they're mature enough for this connection, or you're not mature enough. There could be something about that as well. Yeah, so if I'm honest, pile number one, I feel this person does spend a lot of time fantasizing, dreaming, wondering about you, still very curious about you, but they're not ready at this point to reach out and reconcile. And what I suppose my advice from reading these cards would be for maybe to say to you, it might be time for you to let this, as the card said, to not be frustrated and to let go of this connection and feel peaceful. But anyway, pile number one, that has been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, do please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. I do have channel membership now, so it'd be great to have you along in the Rainbow family. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hi, pile number two, welcome to your reading. So today we are doing a reading on a no contact or / sort of in separation situation, and we're asking, what is your person's recent thoughts and feelings about you and the connection, and also, do they want to reach out and maybe reconcile? See if that comes up. And you chose to come into the reading under the Wheel of Fortune here. Okay, and also the Lapis Lazuli cube here. All right, so I'm just going to put our little crystal there so we can see it. Super duper. Let's get straight to it. How are you all doing? Is everyone doing well? I really, really hope so. Sending you all my love and light as always. Reminding you, just take, the whatever messages that come through that fit with your situation. It's a general reading, so lots of messages come through and they might not resonate with everyone. So just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and also it is timeless, so it's good for whenever you're finding it. So let's get straight to it. So we're asking first of all, aren't we, what is pile number two's person's recent thoughts and feelings about pile number two and the connection in this kind of no contact or in separation period? What are their recent thoughts and feelings? Let's have a look and see. What have we got here? Communication with the Jade Vine, card number 6. Okay. Let's get one of these out. What are their recent thoughts and feelings in this no contact or in separation situation? Mystery. Right, okay. Let's get out the tarot before we say anything else, or before we say anything. Okay, so what is pile number two's person's recent Queen of Swords, recent thoughts and feelings about pile number two? Okay, Four of Swords, Judgment, Sun. What's that? Temperance. Okay, and the Moon. Okay, so at the moment, obviously with the Moon card, I would say maybe this person is feeling, with the Moon being the overarching situation card, that's a sort of, that's a hidden, kind of to some degree a hidden, or a situation. There are lots of unknowns in this situation for this person. They're not clear in the period of no contact, or they feel like there's a lack of clarity. There's unknowns going on. There might be some anxiety for them, some frustration. But there's a strong pull, I think, still, what they're feeling, their recent thoughts and feelings are, is there's a strong pull still towards this connection, okay? Now, when I saw the Wheel of Fortune, again, it makes sense because of the moon. It's unpredictable, right? It can be an unpredictable energy because the wheel can go up and it can go down. It talks about the unpredictability of life. And sometimes we have highs and sometimes we have lows. But here we have this couple, right, hugging in the foreground, don't we? And we have communication. So this situation is currently unpredictable. They don't know what's going on. It feels up in the air. It feels uncertain. Like I said, all the feelings of the moon, of things causing maybe anxiety for them, frustration, hidden. They might be feeling that you are keeping yourself very hidden from them, or there's not much access to you. But it's obvious to me that this person is thinking and feeling that there's a strong pull still in the connection, and they are thinking and feeling that they want connection back, right? That's how they're feeling, that they want connection back. They're missing the times when they are close to you, right? The times when you were together, and the thinking of maybe communicating or feeling that they want to communicate with you, right? Now, the Queen of Swords, again, you might be somebody who's keeping themselves a little bit hidden or inaccessible. That's what this person might be thinking about you. I don't know, maybe you've drawn your boundaries, because this Queen of Swords she's got her finger pointed like that. She looks pretty stern. So maybe they're thinking that maybe you put a stop to it, maybe you ended the situation, maybe you put a stop to certain behaviours, maybe you put your foot down, maybe there were boundaries that you had to lay down, that you were perfectly entitled to lay down, and it led to separation with the Four of Swords here, which is about and almost like these swords are like, it reminds me of a cross, which I always associate with kind of negative or no. And because this person is pointing towards that, I feel like maybe they're thinking and feeling that you said no to something, or you brought some boundaries in the situation, did the right thing, and it led to some kind of separation or rest, or this separation situation between the two of you. But this person is thinking a lot about you, is thinking also a lot I feel like you're very strong, pile number 2. This person thinks that you're very strong. There's, you're not taking any rubbish. And they might also be thinking this period of no contact or separation may have given them a better sense of clarity. They may have used it to get clearer about what's important, right? And we've also got the mystery card here, of course, which again means that they might not know, there's this sort of lack of knowing, or this unknownness about the situation, which says that maybe they don't have much access to you, or they don't know what's going on. But in that period of being apart, this person is maybe feeling like they gained some kind of clarity. And they also might be thinking that you've got stronger, or they recognise your strength in this period of kind of like stepping back, if you like. But it's clear to me with these 3 cards, and again, we've got 3 major arcana cards. Actually, we've got 5 major arcana cards in this part of the reading. So this is a big deal. I would say this relationship is a big deal to this person, and they want out of being in rest mode, separation mode, no contact mode. They're looking for, or they're feeling, their recent thoughts and feelings are about this situation rising, about it coming back into balance, and about it being happy. Because at the moment, that's not where it's at. And I feel like this person might be frustrated with that. And maybe they're feeling and thinking that communication is the way forward to get this sense of togetherness back, which I feel like there's also something about this person thinking, all right, this situation might not be balanced, or it might be unpredictable, or it might be up and down, but it might have all those things going on in it, but I still have this strong pull and affection towards pile number 2. And maybe through communication, we can work it out. We can try and work things out and make things better. Because that's like a levelling up card, the Judgment card. That's like, let's rise from something, from an old cycle into a new, better cycle, a sunnier cycle, a much more happier cycle. So I think their thoughts and feelings are certainly to maybe reconcile. And whether they want to do anything about that or not, we'll see, won't we? But they're definitely thinking along those lines that they would love to reconcile. They want to reconcile. They miss you. I feel like they definitely miss you. But let's get out some other cards now on what, well, do they want to reach out, and do something about it? Because I feel like they are thinking that they do want to reconcile, but are they going to actually do anything about it? But let's look at what we've got. So we've got, in terms of zodiac signs, we've got Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. We've also got Leo, we've got Sagittarius, and we've got Pisces. Okay, so, and it's really funny because I don't normally pick up I don't normally have coffee or tea in readings, but I just thought, I need a little sip here. And I forgot that this mug actually has the word, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it actually has the word love on it. So that's interesting, isn't it? I feel like there is love. This person still has love for you. They still have affection for you. And I think I said that here, didn't I? But let's get out some cards now on, are they actually going to do anything about it, though? Are they going to reach out? Do they want to reach out? To pile number 2 here. Does pile number 2's person want to reach out to pile number 2? Way of Faith. Let faith be your guide. It's a lovely card, isn't it? With all that blue. Beautiful. Okay, so let faith be your guide. Right, let's get out one of these cards as well. Does pile number 2's person wants to reach out to pile number 2? Now this one came out in pile number 1, and we've got the word duality, so two things kind of opposites, if you like, coexisting. So on the one hand they might be thinking yes, on the other hand they're thinking not sure. So let's wait and see. So they may be in two minds. They may be in two minds about whether they want to reach out, and they may be they may be needing to give themselves a little bit of a pep talk with the way of faith. Let faith be your guide. They may be thinking, oh, maybe I need to rely on my intuition here. But they're in two minds possibly. They've got conflicting thoughts and feelings about reaching out. But let's get out the tarot and get a bit more detail. So, do they want to reach out? Do they want to reach out to pile number 2, please? Do they actually want to do that? So we've got the 7 of Cups. We've got the Ace of Wands. 7 of Cups, Ace of Wands. The Page of Swords. The Lovers. Temperance under Temperance. Oh gosh, yeah. Excuse me. Queen of Cups. I mean, they definitely do have feelings for you still here with the Queen of Cups. Deep feelings, I would say. I feel like that really comes across here. Deep affection, deep bond. I feel like they've got like a deep bond for you. I feel like, again, there's a lot of emphasis on this person believing or feeling that there's a strong pull towards you. There's something between you that they can't explain, some sort of soul bond, something like that, that you and them have some, maybe they feel they know what you're thinking, maybe they do dream about you a lot. There's some sort of connection going on between the two of you, even though you're not actually speaking or something like that. They feel there's that strong pull. With the Ace of Wands here, I mean, with the Page of Swords, they are, I would say, coming under the Judgment card, I would say this person definitely does want to reach out. And with the Page of Swords, they probably do want to message you with the communication card here. Because the Page of Swords is about learning, it's about curiosity, but it can also be about communication and starting up a bit of communication or sending some kind of message. So I think this person does want to reach out towards you. And with the Lovers card here, you know, sees you as a major, you know, that, again, that Lovers card is that soul bond, right? So they're seeing you as somebody who's got, that they have that kind of soul bond with, and that they want to be with, really. And again, the Lovers is a major Arcana card, and it's also, you know, yeah, it has that, you know, it's a major card to have in a love reading, really. So I would say that for sure this person does want to reach out towards you. But again, the Lovers has that sense of duality to it, because it can be about choices. So it might be that this person is weighing things up. The way that I would read it in this instance, that they are weighing things up. There's still some doubt, maybe, about it. So there's that sense of being in two minds, but I think they will overcome that with the Page of Swords and connect, because they want a new beginning out of this being in separation or not having much contact. They want, with the Ace of Wands, a new beginning, a new start, a passionate new start. I think they spend a lot of time, again, dreaming about you, fantasizing about you. Again, we've got the sort of choices here. So maybe, again, there's some sort of, sometimes there's uncertainty, sometimes there's doubt, sometimes there's like, oh, should I, shouldn't I? Would it be wise, wouldn't it be wise? But I think that with this person, they're going to overcome that, because the last card is Temperance, and you've got Temperance twice. So this person is thinking, you know, we need to get back into balance. Or there's a sense of, if we get back together, it needs to maybe be more balanced than what it was, with the Wheel of Fortune being an unpredictable energy, and where it is at the moment, maybe with the Moon card. So when this person comes forward, and I think they will, there'll be a strong emphasis for them on balancing the situation, or making it more balanced, or hoping that it will feel more balanced and not unpredictable. So this time round, wanting something that's maybe more stable, that's not unstable, that's kind of predictable. They're definitely, I think, in separation, or in no contact, they've definitely been very curious about you with the Page of Swords. So they've stayed in touch with you, I guess, through social media, or for looking at your social media, or through looking at old photos, or going over old messages, or whatever it is they've done that's connected them back to you, listening to songs that you liked, or films that you watched together, or, you know, reminiscing, I guess. I feel like this person, you know, so some of them might have been connecting to you through reminiscing, through dreaming, through meditating, through connecting that in that way to you, if they haven't been doing it through, or as well as doing it through just checking out your social media, if you have social media. So, but I feel like with the Page of Swords here, this person does want to reach out, and they definitely want to reconcile, for sure. That's for sure. Let's see if we've got any messages actually in this pile. So what messages? I've got this pack actually that shows some of the shadow side. So let's have a look at that to see what some of the problems might have been here. So let's see. Pile number 2. Any messages here that they need to hear? Unprocessed past traumas. Okay, so that might have had some influence in this situation. Lack of self-acceptance. There might have been lack of confidence. Maybe somebody was acting, you know, immaturely maybe in the situation, or because they had, you know, often when we carry traumas from when we're young, it impacts, doesn't it, on how we are able to, or how we behave in intimate relationships, and it can have a negative impact. Let's have a look and see what we've got here. What else have we got here? Any messages for part number 2, please? Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. So maybe there was a third party in this situation. Maybe there is a third party in this situation, but this person definitely still wants to come towards you. What have we got here? Coffee cup. Meeting, conversing. We had communication here, didn't we? Savouring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. Okay. They might want to kind of like reach out, take you out on a date, connect with you, you know, let you know how that they're still attracted to you. Addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. Maybe there's been some of that in this connection. Maybe there's been some tricky energy in this connection. Maybe you've both been in a some sort of codependent connection here, or there was a codependency there. That might be why you got Temperance twice, because this person is thinking that if we come back together, it's got to be balanced. There's got to be healing, we've got to be more balanced, and that's kind of what I want, because we've got our shadow side, or we've got our problems, we've got our unpredictability, our uncertainty, we're dealing with issues, and we need to talk. I think I said that, you know, talk things through and to become more balanced. That's what I want. But anyway, pile number 2, that's been your reading. I hope you liked it. If you have, do give me a loving thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and also I do have channel membership, so please do consider joining the Rainbow family. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, welcome back to your reading. Thanks for joining me. So today we are doing a no contact or in separation situation, and we're asking, what is your person's recent thoughts and feelings about you and the connection, and also, you know, do they want to reach out, do they want to reconcile? You chose to come into the reading under the Temperance card here. Interesting depiction of Temperance. Okay, with the red Jasper. So let's just put that on our little cloud here. Super. Right, okay, let's get to it. So how are you all doing? I hope everyone's doing really, really well. Sending you all my love and light, and just reminding you, today's reading is general like always, so please just take the messages that resonate, and it's timeless, so it's good for whenever you're finding it. So let's get cracking, shall we, for pile number 3. And what we're going to do, we're going to ask, first of all, what are their recent thoughts and feelings about you and the connection? So what is pile number 3's person's recent thoughts and feelings about pile number 3 in this no contact situation? What are their recent thoughts and feelings? So we've got unity with the pyramidal orchid here. Unity, okay. I mean, Temperance does generally mean balance. Balance through kind of like restraint and sobriety, and yeah, kind of healing really. And then we've got unity. So let's get another card. What does pile number pile number 3's person's recent thoughts and feelings? Recent thoughts and feelings in this no contact storm. Okay. Okay, so maybe things are a bit stormy, or you might have recently come into separation or recently come into no contact. Maybe there was a lot of drama, and that might be why you got the balance card here, because there has been a lack of balance with the storm. Maybe have been some conflict or some, like I say, some trauma or some drama. Let's get out some tarot, be a bit clearer. So what is this? What is pile number 3's person's recent thoughts and feelings about pile? They may feel, just from looking at this Temperance, they may feel that they're more focused on the situation than you are, right? Because this bar, what are they called? A waitress. It's probably the wrong name, but bar worker, if you like. Her face is turned away. She's also got a mask on, which kind of adds another barrier. Whereas this person is looking directly at her in a bit of a haughty way, but he's more engaged. Yeah. So for some of you, this person might be thinking that they're more intent on you than you are on them. That you've got more barriers, possibly. I don't know. What is pile number 3's person's recent thoughts and feelings the Hermit, the Four of Cups, the Hierophant, the Fool, and the Two of Swords. The King of Wands. Just intuitively, for some of you, I think this person that you're dealing with might be a bit full of themselves. I just got to be honest there, really. Or a little bit cocky or overconfident, or yeah, it might be a tricky character that you've had to deal with. That's kind of what I'm intuitively feeling. They're definitely, I feel like there's a sort of sense of entitlement to them. I don't know why, or they feel like there's a sense of entitlement to you and to the connection, right? And for them to, but there's something about them feeling like they should have access to you, but without giving too much, if you know what I mean. That's kind of what I'm sensing here. And you might have had to, for some of you, create barriers to the connection. You might have had to create a distance. This person might be thinking that you're keeping your distance, but they also are thinking of keeping their distance, but at the same time wanting to come forwards, if you know what I mean. So it could be that this person is unreliable, not consistent. This could be a cyclical thing. And the Two of Swords is there's some sort of stuck, this person feels like there's some sort of stuckness in this situation, or it's not an easy situation, right? But it could be that it's not easy because they don't make it easy. But they might not have, I feel like they don't have an awareness of that. There's a lack of awareness to them. Because although we've got the Hierophant and the King of Wands, now technically those energies are wise energies, but look at the facial, look at the, I'm just looking at the actual cards here. And I think the facial expressions, the body language, and of course we communicate a lot more, don't we, through body language, through facial expressions, is to me is a certain arrogance there, a certain of, and it's also in this card here. So I feel like this person is thinking and feeling there's a sense of entitlement to them in this connection, or they should have access to you. They maybe don't like not having access. But there's something about them that is arrogant and difficult, which makes it difficult for you to be with them. Stormy, yeah, tricky, right? So this, and also this person is thinking, if I do want to be, you know, because they are partly thinking and feeling that they do want to connect with you again with the Unity card, but it's kind of like all on their terms. I feel like this person is thinking that it's all on their terms, and they may be frustrated that you can't see how wonderful they are. Or they're thinking and feeling that maybe you don't appreciate them enough, or you don't see how wonderful they are, or how amazing they are. Yeah, something like that. So as well, they might kind of, I feel like this person might give, might be considering when they do come towards you, or thinking about coming towards you, by offering kind of what I would say is kind of like false promises. Promises of unity, promises of commitment, promises of a new beginning. But they're not, I don't feel like they're really intent on providing that. I feel like it's something that they feel like they'd have to say in order to get what they want, if you know what I mean. So this, and because you've got this mask on, I feel like this might be a warning for you to remain, possibly to remain with your guard up with this person, or to remain with barriers. Don't let them intimidate you, or don't let them pull you back in, if you know what I mean. Because I don't feel this person, although they want to be with you, in getting what they want, I don't feel they've got any real intention, or they're certainly thinking and feeling that way. Their recent thoughts and feelings are to, are to maybe offer you something to pull you back in, but it's not really something that you can rely on, if you know what I mean. So that's what they're thinking and feeling. It's just from the expressions on the cards, from the way that they come across. There's an air of kind of arrogance to them. Yeah. And there's an air of entitlement to this connection or to a relationship with you, and they feel that they should have access to that all the time, but it's all kind of on their terms, really, on what they want. And that's, there's some sort of warning here for you to be aware of that. They say about them also feeling like you don't appreciate them, you're not appreciative of them, or not appreciative enough of them. Something like that. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. So what have we got? So we've got Virgo energy, we've got Taurus energy, we've got Libran energy, we've got Cancer, we've also got Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. I feel like they are attracted to you. I feel like they're very attracted to you. There's a focus on you, but it's got like a controlling sort of, intimidating feel to it. I hope you haven't been through that, but So I would say their recent thoughts and feelings are to offer something, but it's, with a view to kind of pulling you back in, to having you back, but not with any real with them having all the control, if you like, them having all the control, them having all the power in the situation, really. But anyway, let's just see what, do they, so we kind of know that they want to come back to you and reconcile in some way here. Well, that's what they're thinking and feeling. So are they actually going to do anything about that? Are they actually going to take action? Are they actually going to reach out towards you? Even though they're thinking and feeling that they want to do that. Let's have a look. So are they actually going to reach out? It's pile number... there's something about them that's not balanced, that is tricky, and that is difficult with this Storm card here. So be aware of that, pile number 3. So do they want to reach out? Do they want to reach out? Are they going to do anything about that? Accepting challenges. Trust your inner resources. Okay. Do they want to reach out? So that's pile number 3's person wants to reach out. Free message. Okay. It's reminding me of Aries here. It's got like a ram, isn't it? So Aries might mean something. And of course, Aries is a very strong fire sign, isn't it? It's a strong fire sign. Yeah, they like to be in charge, Aries, don't they? They like to be in control. Okay. So do they want to reach out to pile number 3, please? Do they want to reach out? 6 of Pentacles. Tower. Queen of Pentacles. 7 of Cups. This card has come out in every single reading. Every single pile. And Temperance. Of course, we had Temperance here, didn't we? And the High Priestess. Okay. Do they want to reach out? Yeah. I feel like they do want to reach out, because at the moment the situation is hidden from them, obviously, with the High Priestess. I feel like they do want to reach out, but with the Six of Pentacles, again... Do you know what I feel like is that this person also does wear a little bit of a mask, really. There's some sort of hidden energy to them, which maybe you would only really know about if you were in a kind of intimate connection with them, right? Because maybe to the world they seem great, or they seem very respectable, or they seem really, seem like a great person. But I feel like there's something underneath them that would make them very difficult to be in a relationship with. Because I feel like this person comes across, see here, it's this like generosity, but I feel like it's only just enough. So this person is kind of wanting to come out and be with you or come towards you, but only give you just enough, like breadcrumb you a little bit, you know what I mean? Only give you just what you need to keep you still interested. And that's, I just got to be honest here. So there's an unpredictability to them with the Tower card here. So I feel like they maybe come across on the surface as somebody who's stable or secure to the rest of the world or whatever, but there's something underneath them that is unstable when you're in a connection with them. Some sort of, some shadow side to themselves, which is unstable. And it means that when you're with them, there's certain behaviours that are, you could probably never get very close to this person. It'll be difficult to get really intimate and close with this person. There's a lot of, there's an instability to them there at their core. There's a lack of stable foundations internally, really. Or they keep things very hidden. Or there's a lot going on in them that's not overly obvious to the rest of the world. But when you have an intimate relationship with someone or close relationship with somebody, then all those triggers go off, don't they? So I feel like this person would be very hard to have a relationship with. But they maybe present to you, or maybe they're going to say to you, let's be unified, let's be in a committed relationship, let's be balanced. But there is a lack of balance within them, a sort of a lack of internal balance really going on. They're very, I would say under the surface, they're probably very scattered in their thinking. They don't feel very stable. Emotionally, they might be quite unstable, but they present as confident, and it comes across as well as being a bit arrogant or a bit full of themselves, and there's a sort of a lack of balance to them, I would say. And but I do feel this person does want to reach out. They definitely do want to reconcile, but I think there's you need to be aware of that. You need to be aware of them, that I don't feel there is that this person is somebody that is stable and that you could rely on to give you a stable connection, really, if I'm honest. And I think their idea of kind of bringing things back into balance is bringing it back into balance so that it's balanced for them, rather than balance the true sense of the word balance, right? Because it would be balanced for them if they could have access back to you. Right, it would bring balance to them, but it possibly wouldn't bring balance to you. I think it would still be very difficult, or it would be a tricky situation. What is the advice for pile number 3 in this situation? What is their advice in this? What is their advice? We've got the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Cups. What is their advice? Please. Death. And one more, which is the Six of Wands. Yeah, I think to me, what's at the bottom? The World. It's like end this chapter, really, with this person. So it's about letting this connection go. I think the advice is to let this connection go. The World is the ending of a cycle. So this, for you, the advice is to end this cycle. You're already in a no contact or in a separation situation, to let this connection go. That is the advice here. To remember what you're worth with the Queen of Cups. To remember that you are, you are loving, that you deserve more, I think, than what this person has offered you, and that you've got the potential to be really, really, really happy, and happy in your life. But something has to be released and let go of, right, in order for you to be victorious with the Six of Wands. In order for things to be victorious for you, there's a letting go of something so that you can transform your life for yourself. And that is about letting go of this situation, ending this particular cycle, letting it go, just releasing this situation. So if this person comes towards you, just know that they're not stable. They're not going to give you a stable connection, that they are going to want control, that they, maybe have a lot of shadow elements to their personality. They may be working from their shadow. And, it would be a very hard work for you to go back into this situation. And I'm not sure this person is treating you right, or has treated you right, or would continue to treat you right, really. So it's about thinking, remembering who you are, remembering, giving yourself self-love, self-respect, listening to your intuition, because that is what the Queen of Cups does, and the High Priestess. Listen to your intuition. You probably intuitively know that this connection is not right for you, and it's time to let it go, so that you can get happiness back in your life, and you can, move on to the next phase, the next chapter. Yeah, go through this archway, get into the next chapter, where you will be victorious. So let it all go, pile number 3. That's the advice. But otherwise, that is the end of your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Just giving you a thumbs up. Not giving you a thumbs up, but asking you to give me a thumbs up. But I'm also giving you a thumbs up to say, just think of yourself. Put yourself first, right? Not this person, put yourself first. Yeah. So if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you feel like you want to be a member of the channel, that's great. I'd love to have you on board. Check out the membership. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.